Just recently, R&B and pop singer Jason Derulo had been been a hot target right now for attacking a man who and two men wall because they were pushing it on him, which event led to this incident. So the video footage shows so Jason Derulo was going one way on the escalator, and the other was going down the other way, and when the two guys and then and one of the guys yelled at Jason Derulo, "Hey Usher, fuck you, bitch." So, and which this triggered Jason Derulo because of that statement by charging that or the man who said it, and he punched him in the face, causing the guy to fall on the floor, and also slapped the second guy with him, that guy, and security ended up showing up. So how the news shows it is that they're showing that Jason Derulo deliberately attacked him, but actually it was the two guys who were on purpose tried to trigger Jason Derulo into doing something. And first of all, Jason Derulo and Usher, or Usher Raymond IV, look nothing alike. Although they do sing R&B and pop. Both have worked with Nicki Minaj. And has had encounters with 2 Chainz and some other artists in some way. Jason Derulo has no history of having feuds with any artist, so he didn't clear with that one. And Usher has been on the heat after he insulted T-Pain last year for saying it was T-Pain's fault for artists to use autotune when T-Pain he does use autotune, but he uses it in a proper manner, and unlike those overrated artists and yeah, they look nothing alike. And the fact that the guy who was purposely driving the FU, yeah, that is not something he should have done. And some people should understand that Jason Derulo was just on a regular day. He's not performing or anything or acting or what famous people do. So then people can live their own life, and they don't like have to. They have a right to live their own life when they're not on stage or be on camera. And actually, it's the man who apparently said, "Hey, Usher, fuck you." Now, actually, that person, although he's technically in the hospital right now, yeah, he should be technically in trouble for purposely taunting Jason Derulo for and purposely mistaking him for another person, and also insulting him when he had nothing to do with the other. And although both Jason Derulo and Usher are both talented, they both sing R&B and pop well. They both dance. And although Jason Derulo does TikTok videos, yeah, well, he does not deserve to be insulted or targeted and in any form of way, and that should have not happened. And well, and the thing is, with when a regular person, average citizen, insults a famous person or someone of a higher status, yeah, if they say something, they can literally most of the time get away with it. But when a famous person or a higher status says something, the exact same thing to a person or an average person, why do they get called out for it when the other person manages to get away? So, you know, this is just the unfair thing, and unfortunately, you know, though attacking people is not the right thing to do, the person doing the taunting is in wrong, actually. You know. And unfortunately, Jason Derulo got trespassing notice from the ARAA. So not sure why the ARIA would charge him when the other person, that man who insulted him on purpose and tried to trigger him and get a reaction out of him, he should be the one to. In order to guys who also purposely did taunt and which ended up getting a hurt in the face. Well, technically they would it was sort of deserve it. As you should never try to provoke or and trigger, taunt or trigger anyone. Especially during purposely mistaking someone for another person or dropping the fuck you line and and it's not mentioned what those people two people had against Jason Derulo, but we haven't figured that one out yet. And those two guys to just who did it needs to know, understand that let famous people live their life when they're not on stage or and people like them famous people deserve to live their own life and private and not having to have to do they dig at literally everything about what that person is doing. And it is just disgusting that the certain news and TMZ had purposely labeling Jason Derulo as a bad guy when the real people who are at fault is the two guys who were targeting Jason Derulo at the ARA hotel in Las Vegas. Well, let's just hope doesn't get Jason Derulo doesn't get charged because the fact that you should know not to use violence. There could have been some other stuff that he could have done instead, but the two guys should understand. Leave famous people alone and let them live their own life and don't harass them or try to get a reaction out of them, because you wouldn't want to try to get a reaction out of a regular person either, because that's just mean. Don't do it.